Hello and welcome to the first ever edition of Fabulous Flautists. Once a month on the first of the month, I will be uploading a new video exploring the life and works of a flautist. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Emma. I also get called Miss Rogers if you know me in a more formal setting, or Emma Rogers Composer if you would like to check out any of my other work. So, in today's video, we are going to be featuring the life and work of none other than one of my personal favourite composers and flautists, Ian Clarke. Clarke was born on the 4th of February 1964 in the UK. This was the same year that the Beatles released their first ever album in the US. We also had the first pirate radio station called Radio Caroline. Elizabeth Taylor married Richard Burton. I'm assuming I'm supposed to know who they are, but honestly, let's be real, I don't. A US surgeon reported for the first time that smoking may in fact lead to lung cancer. We had the unfortunate events of the Vietnam War. We also had the Civil Rights Act being amended, which made it completely illegal to discriminate against race, religion, sex, national origin, or colour of skin, which meant that we had the desegregation of schools, public places, bathrooms, and a whole bunch of other stuff. This was directly related to Martin Luther King Jr., who received the Nobel Prize that year. The UK abolished the death penalty, which I guess is kind of cool because that's where Clarke was actually born. And two of my favourite childhood movies came out, My Fair Lady and Mary Poppins. I'm not as into My Fair Lady these days, but Mary Poppins is still pretty good. Which I actually grew up watching on videotape. We used to record them off the TV and then fast forward through the ads. And that is potentially showing my age. But moving along, Clarke's dad was a chemist, which I interpret as being he was really, really smart and provided a decent income for his family. His mum, however, taught piano and cello, which of those two, that's definitely my preferred career option, but that's totally just me. I'm going to make the assumption that they were married, although nothing online explicitly says. It was, however, the 60s, which is when we start to get this move away from the traditional ideals of marriage with the kids, just hold off until you get married, into the realm of it's all about the love and rainbows and flowers and mushrooms that just kind of exploded onto the scene in the 60s. Ian Clarke started playing a recorder when he was 6. I could be wrong, but he possibly started because every child at school was forced to play recorder, just like I was. He then progressed to piano when he was 8 years old and started teaching himself flute when he was 10. Later on, Clarke got to study under, wait for it, Simon Hunt, Avril Williams, and Kate Lucas. Don't worry, I had never heard of those people either, but apparently they are amazing flautists, so you should totally look them up. I should totally look them up. That's kind of embarrassing. Anyhow, young little Ian toddled on off to uni, where he studied math. I don't understand, I'm not into math. It's just not my thing, couldn't do it to save my life, but apparently Ian really enjoyed it because he ended up graduating with an honours degree at age 22. I'm not really sure what happened between graduating from uni and releasing his first album in 2005, but I'm guessing he was perfecting his craft because it would take a seriously huge amount of effort to be able to play the way that Ian Clarke plays. He has developed a very unique style where he's sort of melding the worlds of classical and rock, which is something that I am doing in my own musical practice, or at least trying to do. Developing, definitely more so. Developing, I really should work more on that. Anyhow, Clarke started playing when he was just 10 years old. I also started playing when I was 10 years old. I love drawing comparisons between me and the people I admire because it makes me feel really special. And like, if they can do it, then hey, I can do it too. Anyway, in Australia, that's about grade 5, and at the school I teach at, this is when we try to recruit as many students as we possibly can to start the brainwashing process of turning them into fabulous flautists. Not really. It's actually just when you become physically big enough to start playing the flute. Ian's Clarke career and reputation have taken him around the world, both performing and teaching. He's released 2 albums, Within and Deep Blue. I nearly said Deep Purple. Purple is my favourite colour. But no, the album is called Deep Blue and it is fabulous. You guys should totally look into getting yourself a copy because that way you're supporting the artist and he can make more great music. But if you want to know more, I've written a blog album review. There's a link somewhere down below in the description. And Clarke has also been so kind as to pop them up on SoundCloud so you can actually listen to them before you buy them. Now, Ian Clarke has also published the sheet music to pretty much all of his compositions, which is amazing. I have here in my personal collection, The Great Train Race. TRKS, I really should look up how to see it, and you can't see it at all because it's a white cover and it's completely blank. Then we have Orange Dawn, Spiral Lament, what is this? Tubarama, which has an accompaniment CD because it's like electronics. Actually, so does the TRKS one. That one's my personal favorite. And Zoom Tube, which is a bit of a challenging work. But they're great if you're looking at getting into like extended techniques, particularly multiphonics. They are, hold on, I have a list. Somewhere I have a list. There it is. Haha. So, Spiral Lament, Tubarama, The Great Train Race, Orange Dawn, and Zoom Tube are also included on the AUMB flute syllabus, and I believe they range from about grade 7 up to Certificate of Performance. And I almost forgot, Ian Clarke also formed a rock band with Simon Painter. Such a cool surname. Anyway, that evolved into Diva Music, Music Diva. No, my notes say Diva Music, which might be something else you are interested in checking out. And that brings us to the conclusion of our video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you would like more information or listening resources, there are links down below in the description, not encryption, in the description. And if you enjoyed the video and would like a little ping notification when I upload next month's Fabulous Flautists, then please hit the subscribe button and the notification turn on button. It's like a little bell. It looks kind of cute. And I will see you then. Oh, don't forget to leave comments or questions and I will endeavor to respond eventually. I'm very bad at responding, but I do try.